God.
What? I don't even know what got
Team, right, let's go. Chase, gotcha.
through the window.
Here, he's out here. Many.
Oh, shit.
He's called it a mortar strike.
Oh, I'm going down the staircase.
Oh fuck, there were two. There were two. I ripped his friend. Oh, there you go.
Here. Oh, I gotcha.
You didn't see that.
I did that same thing as pulled a Charlie yesterday.
Oh, it's nice to have such a cool move named after you, Charles.
I know, right?
Downed him. Go get him, Sam.
Nice.
Hoorah. Oh,
Finish
God, he's
him
got a
off.
fucking claymore.
Execute him.
Nice.
That guy really hates you.
You have reinforcements inbound.
Got
Nice
him.
kill.
Oh, I see
On
him.
me.
Coming towards you, Charlie.
Another one back there.
I made a
Killed one.
timer reduced.
I got one too. Oh, no one dropping in. Two dropped in.
Over here, over here.
Down
Let's
him.
go. Ooh. You ever hear about the Toba catastrophe event? I think it was around like 75,000 years ago. There was like either volcanic eruptions or a big meteor strike or a big climate change event. Some weather event happened to where there was about 5,000. They estimate there was about 5,000 humans left.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine if they all just fucking starved. If I had a time machine, I'd go back and kill all 5,000. I wonder how hard that would be. Like, say you had like a solid amount of ammo, and you go back and try and kill 5,000 like cavemen. Well, you kill like the first couple hundred, probably pretty easy. But then like word sort of spreads around. They hear the gunshots. They know you're some sort of predator that they have to avoid. What if they avoid you? What if they ambush you? What if they trap you?
Yeah, I feel like that would be. You'd need at least heavily trained squad of maybe 12. Thinking at first 5. That's too cocky. I don't think you could.
Well, with 5-2, like that's too little room for accidents. Like, say a lucky spear throw or a random ambush. If 5 goes down to 4, that's a lot less firepower and a lot less like angles covered. And 4 could easily become 3, 3 could easily become 2, 2 could easily become 1.
They probably have language of like, duh, you know, like me, like they hear us just talking like this. I would imagine it would be terrifying. And you need at least 2 of them who are medics, because you're gonna have shit that happens on the fly and you're cut out. There's probably 3 million times more bugs. There's probably, it's like,
Oh, I didn't even think about that, like the environment itself. And like finding a stable food source. There's so many like problems that you have right off the bat, let alone fighting 5,000 people.
you're coming into territory that they probably grew up on, you know? That, I don't know, it's a weird question to like think about, because it seems so, it's the same as like, how many people would it take to beat like 20 fully armed Marines? Like people with nothing on them,
Right.
just running in a straight line at the Marines.
That's
How many do you think it would take? Let's say 20, and they're in a line, and you have to run all the way down this fucking like, basically alleyway to get to them.
I'll take it that morale is not a factor. Like, you don't route.
Yeah.
I think probably,
You're losing ground.
I want to say 3,500.
Whenever I think about that, I'm like, well, it's not a simple question, because then you're gonna have piles and piles of bodies in the way of your running, and that's gonna
That's true.
trip you up. And
Think of it as there's no morale. There's zombies, basically. They're running at them. Say you've got like 30-ish rounds in a mag. Like, there's a certain amount of time it takes to reload. And people underestimate how much 3,500 people or thousands of, like low thousands of people there are. If you stretch them out, say, shoulder to shoulder, and there's only 20 Marines or whatever it is, that's over a mile long for sure. I'd presume at least. So like you could even get them to the point where they're coming behind and they don't even realize it. But if it's all on like an even playing field on an even front, you're sort of perhaps incorrectly assuming that every bullet every singular bullet kills every singular person, especially from
True.
a certain distance. So
Because even if the fucking highest trained people on the planet, I feel like after, I mean, even though we said morale's not a question, even for the Marines, I feel like after a while, you gotta just start thinking, shit, there's no end to them.
well, it's also
You know.
combat fatigue. They say sort of imagine the mental strain of trying to shoot a moving bullseye for 8 hours straight.
Hostile UAV overhead. 50 are still active. No more second chances.
I love killing them right at the end. No! Karma.